GAF. You can see here, EMC's Michigan City. See what we got up here. Now there's a shingle pulled already that was requested by State Farm to send to RLS. Is how we got to this shingle, which is the slate from GAF Timberline. Alright. So you can see this roof does have some significant granular loss. The shingle is an old elk shingle, 40-year elk shingle. You can see by these shingles underneath the eaves here that have less granular loss. They're protected by the soffit. This is more what the original shingle looked like. That's the slate shingle that State Farm says is a reasonable match. So that for step one. Also want to note, obviously it's not going to match down here on the granular loss, that's why I wanted to point that out. Also want to point out, like I said, the shingle that's on the roof came back as a 40-year Timberline made by Atlas, I believe. It was either Atlas or an old GAF discontinued shingle, but the one that's to be replaced is a 35-year shingle. And the shingles that are currently on the house are 40. And those are a 40-year shingle, which was also an NTS report was done to show that as well. So let me outline some damage here. Are you recording? Okay. I also have Brian here. He's recording me from another angle. So here's where the NTS was pulled. Here's another shingle that's exhibiting some damage. Yes, it does look like wear and tear or significant granular loss, but it's definitely different pattern than the rest of this. It's because this shingle did have some uplift. Seal's completely broken. Nails are in the nail line. You can tell this has some creases here, and it even looks like it caused a couple little extra bends in the shingle above that. See that? See that here? And here too. So I'm going to remove this shingle for our repair attempt. The shingle also measures 39 3/16, nope, almost 39 and a half the shingle measures. With a 5 and probably supposed to be 5 5/8. It's measuring 5 and 5 and a half. The repair shingle. Measures 39 and a quarter with a reveal of 5 and 5/8. It's also measuring just over 5 and a half. So we're going to go ahead, outline a few things for you before we start taking this apart. First of all, this is the shingle to be repaired. I'm going to outline that shingle in red. That shingle goes all the way up to here, as we know, right? You can see, full shingle goes all the way up to there. Meaning, there's approximate nails and then they go into the headlap of these other ones. Let's just say there's 4 or 5. So all these nails got to be removed to set this shingle free. So, what other shingles are going to be affected by that? Here's the next seam. So this shingle is going to be affected. This shingle is going to be affected. This shingle is obviously going to be affected because the nails are in the top row of that one. And that shingle ends here. I actually put that line wrong. And ends. What was that on the end? Oh, that was the end. There. So, I got to break the seals on all those at a minimum to set this shingle free. These shingles are potentially going to be affected because of this shingle being manipulated. So this could just cause a very series of a chain reaction of what shingles are affected here. Same on this side. That's very minimal. This shingle is affected already because I got to break the seal on that shingle. Same with this shingle. Where's the end of that one? That's a good hidden shingle. Okay, right there. Which also makes this shingle affected. So you can see this creates a lot more work for one shingle to be set free. All these additional shingles would require to be touched, manipulated in some form or fashion. So we're just going to number these. Remember, this is at a minimum. And then there we go. So we'll leave it at 9 and get these shingles this shingle set free. As you've seen, that the shingle that had the X is the one we're going to set free. This did have a little bit of minor granule loss, probably due to the wind pushing up on this one. This seal is already broke free, so the first thing we're going to do is break this seal free. See, I just tore that shingle. That would already be a failure point just from, that looks pretty good. Okay, and that popped up already. Alright, so that one's set free. Now I'm going to get underneath the shingle to be replaced and start removing these nails.